have LDS still fighting his way through. He's still in.
We'll be playing Gonzo.
Gonzo, I haven't seen Gonzo yet, so I hope they. I think he's lined up.
Gonzo made it to winter semis at the pool, losing to Zaro.
Wow. So yeah, no, Gonzo playing well, even though I haven't really heard of him. So I want to see. I want to see how he does.
Yeah, I want to see how he does.
And then the winner of that is going to play Pity, because Pity ended up already beating IGL, which is unfortunate, because I know IGL is a good Wrastor. It would have been nice to see him.
Yeah, I know IGL does a lot of like graphs and stuff and like measuring stuff.
Did Gonzo? Yeah, that's what happened. Gonzo upset IGL.
I don't think that was an upset.
I think. Are you sure?
Usually it's top seed seated above the little.
Oh, you're probably right. Okay, so apparently Gonzo is just really good in some region. I just haven't heard of it. I'm sorry.
I feel like these days a lot of the people that like come out of nowhere are from Florida because they have a grinding zone.
Maybe.
I know there's some Florida reps here. Could be Florida.
Well,
I don't know.
Here, of course. But wouldn't they put Gonzo and Pity in a different pool though if they're both Florida?
I have no idea.
Oh. All I know is that I am old and washed, and I don't know all the good people anymore, and I wish I did. But there's too many.
Yeah. Excited to see that. I believe it's slated for stream.
I believe so. I hope so. Okay, so this is one of like the interesting things I was talking about before. Wrastor is so good and can feel so suffocating. That's why we saw 4 Wrastors in top 8 of Genesis. Fantastic character, but they bleed. Etalus can absolutely win this matchup. Etalus has won this matchup and can win this matchup here. So we're going to see here. The main thing is that a lot of the time Wrastor mains get too comfortable with how they recover. Because they have such a nice recovery, they can really just jump back with an aerial. Etalus is the best character at covering it. Icicles snipe the heck out of you. So
and that'll just waste more jumps. You're forced to use more jumps to recover.
And then when you're forced to only do side up B or neutral B, very limited. And here we're seeing big edge guards. That's how Etalus wins that matchup. You got to get those edge guards.
Something I'm also a little bit concerned for ThrownOrc specifically. Hitting the big combos. That time he did.
And that is a Wrastor's win condition.
Yeah, because watching ThrownOrc versus Crusader, he would try to cut the combo short.
Yes.
He would try to get whatever damage he could. And that's not what you want to do against Etalus.
No, you want to get that 120
you milk the combo.
Yeah.
Also, ThrownOrc has not parried Icicles yet, which is big in
early
any
on down
Etalus
B.
matchup.
Overall, pretty much all of like the kind of cheesy-esque things that Etalus is doing right now, just kind of throw them out, see how they work game 1. A lot of them are working, which is, you never want to see that as the Wrastor player.
Yeah. I think also ThrownOrc is playing very grounded and just kind of running into the dash attacks.
Yes.
If he can take a wave dash back, bait approach, then
yeah, Wrastor usually is going to want to be like a pretty lame boy.
Yeah.
Want to kind of
the DI
camp the platforms. But Etalus is actually playing so good. Let's go, George.
He's been playing really smooth.
Yeah, he's been playing great all day.
Yeah, I guess it is 2 crowd favorites against each other.
Yeah, it's true.
Everyone loves George, and everyone loves ThrownOrc.
Yep. We don't exactly have many villains either, though.
Yeah.
Penguin wanted to be a villain, but he just ended up being really overconfident for a couple weeks and kind of got over it.
I feel like at this point a lot of the Ranos are villains just because people dislike the character heavily. Like, I don't think any of us really...
Well, if that's anyone, it's the Wrastors. Like, Wrastors, both Windows and Matty Ice, sometimes get a bad rep, not because of how they act as people, but because Wrastor is so frustrating sometimes.
Can we talk about ThrownOrc right now? He just chugged that entire water bottle. That is power. George is intimidated.
He's got like Tifos on him or something. You get the intimidation back.
Yeah.
Alright, so stages. I don't know, because usually when I pick a... Okay, this is a good stage. But usually when I pick a stage as Wrastor in this matchup, I do it assuming that they're going to platform camp. And ThrownOrc has not really shown that he's willing.
Yeah. I think if he wants his best chance at beating Etalus, he has to play a lot slower. Because Etalus has just been pushing his aggression. ThrownOrc's been just kind of running into it. Because he's trying to be aggressive himself.
Etalus's combo game has just been way more devastating in general.
Yeah.
So even if ThrownOrc is not doing terribly in neutral, because like he's doing fine, it's just that ThrownOrc is supposed to, like, by matchup definition, he's supposed to be doing better in punish.
Also,
But
there
he's
have been
not.
some times where he could have lived a forward air, but
And he's
just
not.
not quite perfect DI.
All big things, and we'll see. It can be
He's-
hard to get the kill on like Etalus is easy to sweet spot, so you can get early kills on him. But
Pretty
if you're
heavy.
not getting the sweet spot, then you're never killing him.
Yeah.
Nice up air,
And
kind of resetting the situation.
Armor can help him snowball. And
Woo!
George
George
playing
is feeling good right
a
now.
little bit.
Woo!
Another aggressive option from George, and now he's got the armor.
This is looking so hard for ThrownOrc. This is just snowballing, just like the Kalino set.
Good combo there.
Back airs.
Oh,
This is
he
down
doesn't
smash
have
time?
much resources.
Oh, that could have killed. Wait, that up
should have
B-
just.
Okay,
Oh,
that works.
he found the kill. That's what matters. It's George.
So hard now.
Yeah, it's looking bleak.
It's also
because the
Dak's kill
Wrastor
percent.
is light.
Trust me on this.
Yeah,
Dacus
George.
12%. I know my.
George,
I know my
I've
percent.
seen him looking for Dacus.
Oh, up smash
This.
to the right. Oh! Etalus knew. I knew, but it just didn't happen. These ThrownOrc just doesn't really seem to have the Etalus DI.
Yeah, and
Like you got to DI out those dash attacks, you got to DI out those ice kills, and it wasn't happening.
a bit struggling on the recovery as well. But that's one of the parts of the matchup that Etalus excelled at.
Is good.